Hi, welcome to Magpie Moonchild. My name is Kayleigh. You're very welcome here. This is going to be a reading for this weekend, which is the 23rd today to the 25th of November 2018. If you find this at a different time, the messages may still be meant for you. If it resonates, it's meant for you at this time if you found it at a different date. The deck that I'm using today is Tarot of the Hidden Realms, if that such things matter with you. As with all readings, if a major life decision comes up in your life, please do not use the sole basis for making that decision as a tarot or divination reading. Seek the appropriate medical, legal, professional advice for that situation. This is going to be a love reading, general all signs reading, so I will go through the signs. As we're coming into Sag's birthday season, I'm going to start with Sag and work my way through to Scorpio. Is there anything else I need to worry about? No, I don't think so. And if I have, it'll be below. I'll do link to the deck and everything below. And so you can find other aspects of your chart. If your sun sign doesn't resonate, check your moon, Venus, midheaven, rising signs. I will put a link for the chart to find out yours below. So let's get this shuffled. And we will start with Sagittarius and work our way through to Scorpio. These will be love readings. I just feel romantic this weekend. Very romantic. Right. Can I have cards for Sagittarius, please? For the 23rd to the 25th of November 2018, please. Okay. So at the moment you're feeling a bit betrayed this weekend, or you're going to get to the end. The Ten of Swords is like the end of a cycle. You're done. Stick a fork in it. You're just done. Finished. So this weekend it may be that you are ending a cycle with someone. Maybe they betrayed you in the past. This is in the past position though. So this is something that's happened in the past. At the moment, what's coming in as present and this weekend is that this is called Eight of Wands, which is the rods of love. So it may be that in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, but if you look, she's focused on what she wants and she is aiming for it. She's going to hit it. She's going to score that, shoot that at the target that she wants. It reminds me of Merida from Brave when she's grown up. But this is, the Eight of Wands is all about direct action, taking action. So you've clearly worked and unburdened and dealt with whatever feelings were there in the past, and now you are shooting forward, aiming for what you now want, which I'm assuming is a person because you have the Page of Cups. Now, if I remember rightly, in the end of the month reads for Sagittarius, it's worth having a look at the 15th to the 30th of November reads, because this Page of Cups comes up in that. Whatever was in the past is clearly, she's angry. She's not happy about it. So you could still be angry about it, but I doubt it because obviously it's in the past position. But the Page of Cups. So it could be that you are looking to make an offer to somebody, a romantic offer this weekend, or somebody could be making a romantic offer to you. It's quite a tender, early, naive offer. When I say naive, I mean there's no pressure with it. It's quite a laid back, see how it's going to grow sort of romantic offer for you this weekend. So yeah, that's pretty good. Or you may be offering, if you look, she's actually looking like, I'm offering this cup, and it's going to be quite a, what's the word I'm looking for? Whoever this Page of Cups is to you, this could be the person that you're looking to communicate with. Or to me, I'm getting that there's somebody's hurt you in the past and you are just wanting to, you've worked on that, you've worked on those feelings, they've worked on the issues from that. But yeah, this is somebody that you could grow with, or if you look, it's quite deep. She's just staring at that cup. They're only going to offer that cup to you, Sagittarius, or you're only going to offer it to them. This is like a true love. To me, this card is like true intent love. It could be someone with dark hair. But if you look, she's just intent on that cup and what that cup entails. So it's going to be a love that is all about just you two. It's going to be trust. It's going to be deep. It's going to be passionate. So with the wand energy there as well, fire energy, that's going to be passionate. Okay, let's move on to Capricorn. Can I have cards for Capricorn, please? That one's just popped out, so that's clearly meant for you. Capricorn, please, for the 23rd to 20... Oh, Oh, there's too many. 25th of November. There's clearly a message for you, Capricorn. I love message, please, for Capricorn for the 23rd to the... There we go. Okay. One more, please. Okay. So something's going on. This weekend, Capricorn, you've walked away from a situation or a person. You've turned your back on them, or they've turned their back on you. Remember, these can be role reversed. So if I say you, it could be that you resonate with more with the other person. Somebody has walked away. I'm going to say, just start this as this is you. Has walked away from somebody, or you've been off searching for something that is going to emotionally, you've not been feeling emotionally fulfilled, so you've walked away from a situation, from a person, a relationship. I'm getting that you were looking for, you followed your gut to do this. You just felt that it was not right for you. You felt that it wasn't quite what you're looking for. You can't put your finger on it, but you've just got this gut feeling that you just weren't happy, that you needed more. And you've just followed your instincts. You've been divinely guided to just follow your path. This is walking away, looking for emotional fulfillment, and you are just following your gut. At the moment, you're still looking, but it may be worth not going down the normal route to find the answer you are looking for, to find what you're looking for. Look for things. It's going to pop out of nowhere. You just have to wait for it to happen, but you need to change perspective where you're looking for these answers. So maybe it's worth going within this weekend and taking a look at yourself and assessing the situation, but not how you normally would. Try looking at your faults, and instead of seeing your faults as problems, so say you've walked away from someone and you felt that you needed space to work on you, or you've walked away from someone because they didn't love you enough, or you weren't completely happy in the situation. The fact that you've walked away is a good thing, because you're not dragging somebody else along with you, but the reason you've walked away may not necessarily be to do with them. If you feel like they didn't love you enough, is that because you're not loving yourself enough? And if you aren't feeling fully filled up yourself, you can't necessarily see the love that is being offered to you. Does that make sense? So now it's time to look and work on self-love and reflect on yourself internally. Look at your faults, but don't see them as a fault necessarily, because what you see as imperfection, somebody else will love you in spite of, if that's how you want to look at, but they will love you for it regardless. They will love you regardless of any fault that you perceive. They may not perceive it as a fault, but you perceive it as a fault. So now it's time for you to step back, have a look, and if you say to yourself, I wish I was a little bit thinner, or I wish I was a little bit better with, I don't know, doing something as shallow as doing your makeup, or I wish I could commit to a new schedule, a new fitness regime, or a new diet. Now is the weekend to look at a way of incorporating that into your life. You're being guided to look for it. Don't go looking for love this weekend, because it is going to turn up when you least expect it. You just have to change how you look at things. Instead of looking for love from another person, you need to find love from yourself, and then this person will arrive. The person you're looking for will arrive. But this weekend is about assessing yourself and working on self-growth. Okay, Aquarius. Can I have two cards for Aquarius, a few cards for Aquarius, please, for the 23rd to the 25th of November? Love, please. Aquarius. It's a pretty good weekend for you, Aquarius. You're in a comfortable position financially. Family-wise, home is quite comfortable. You are the king of your domain, so to speak, when it comes to home life or work. If you're working this weekend, work, but I specifically said love. So relationships, it's going to be quite family-orientated weekend, because you've got the 10 of Cups here. You're going to be nicely fulfilled. There may be a family celebration or just a get-together this weekend. I mean, it's Thanksgiving weekend, isn't it, if you're in America. In the UK, it's just a normal November weekend. I don't know if there's any other holidays going on at the moment. But yeah, this is going to be a nice family weekend. You're going to be quite filled up emotionally. There's no drama this weekend. And you may even get a little love offer if you are looking for love. So yeah, you've got the good basically a good emotional, financial place to start the weekend. If you're looking for love, great. If you're not, there may be an offer come this weekend. Whether you want to take it or not, that's entirely your decision. But it looks quite a good offer because that is the Knight of Cups, which is an emotional, loving offer. So I wouldn't overlook it. But the Knight of Cups is never in a complete rush. And if you're not ready for someone right now, that I get the feeling that they're going to be there for a while. Not forever. They're not going to wait forever, but they will wait. But it's quite a new beginning. So it's not necessarily somebody that's been around for a while. It's a new offer. I'm getting a new offer. It's not an ex coming back. Which I think you might actually be a bit relieved about, Aquarius, that it's not an ex coming back. But you don't have to take that offer. But they may re-offer that. So I'm getting the feeling that they're going to be there for a while. They're interested. And it's not like a flash in the pan thing. They're going to be around for a bit. Okay, Pisces. Can I have a few cards for Pisces, please, for the 23rd to the 25th of November 2018, please? I just wanted to go. Wow, Pisces. So you are all about decisive action this weekend. You're considering it. I wouldn't necessarily rush because you've also got the Knight of Swords as well. There's a lot of thinky energy going on, a lot of planning. Maybe you're planning a situation, planning something at the moment. I wouldn't plan too rigidly, too much structure to whatever you're planning this weekend. If this is you and your partner, it's good energy. I mean, you're a bit more solidly unemotional than they are, just because this is a male card. I'm not gender specific with how this flies, by the way. It could be two of you, but this one is a little bit more naive, up in the air, a bit more dreamy than this person. This person's quite grounded, know where they want to go, know the direction they want to go. If this is you, you know what way you want it to go. And I'm getting the feeling that Pisces, you have a plan in place for how your future is going to go with this person. They have a plan with you. You've got your own little plan. We're going to do this by this point, this by this date, this by this. And the weekends, or the great news is that something's going to come along and completely blow that out the water. And yes, something's just going to come out of nowhere. Not necessarily a breakup, by the way, or something like that. Just something's going to come in and change the whole weekend's plans that you've got, because this is planning energy that I'm getting. You have a weekend plan, but it's not going to go quite as planned. You're going to see it as some sort of catastrophe. You can either see it as a catastrophe, like this guy falling, going to land on his back. Lord knows how that's going to end. Or you can be like this person here, look, just fly, go with it. Just go with it. I would recommend just going with it. It's going to be less traumatic. The more you fight it, the more you resist, the more you panic that things are not going as you've planned, the worse it's going to come out. If you just, yes, great, we had this plan. You need to be more adaptable. She's probably quite, this is how I want it to happen. It's happening this way. You've got it in your head, it's going to happen that way. You need to be a bit more flexible in your plans. The Knight can react a bit more quickly. He's a bit more surveying of everything, but yeah, you need to be a bit more adaptive in your plans this weekend. If you've got a date planned, it's not necessarily going to go the way you want it to. But you need to be adaptive. Don't be too rigid. You have to have a bit of flexibility, Pisces, in what happens this weekend. Okay, can I have cards for Aries, please? Aries for the 23rd to the 25th of November 2018, please. Aries. Oh, wow. Aries. I want these cards. I want these cards. Okay, so you're in quite a secure environment for yourself at the moment. You're quite, you know, you're comfortable in your skin. You're nurturing. This is like a motherly energy. That doesn't mean that if you're a boy, this doesn't fly. This is just, it's that nurturing, caring. I'm getting that you found the one. And this is somebody, because you're a leader, Aries, you feel you can teach them and guide them the way because you've got this Three of Cups celebration. This is someone that you can grow with. They can grow with you. You don't see it as a threat. You don't see them as a threat or too much drama is what I'm getting. You don't really want drama. You're quite grounded with this. This person grounds you. And I'm getting that they're important, and it's time to celebrate because you've got the Two of Cups. This is the equal partners, give and take. You nourish them, they nourish you. And this could be the one. I'm getting that this could be the one. If you haven't met them yet, then I would recommend going out. If you're a girl, or going, you know, girls' night out, boys' night out, a night out on the town, and you're gonna find your soulmate this weekend. If you haven't found them already, if you found them, you're gonna have that revelation moment, like, oh my God, yes, this is the one, this is the person. There's gonna be that light bulb moment this weekend, Aries, that you found your soulmate. That's beautiful. I think that's in the mid-monthlies. I think it could be wrong, but that was coming up, Aries. So let's see. Let me know below if you do find the one this weekend. But it's going to be a meeting of minds, a meeting physically, emotionally, spiritually. You're just going to counter each other, yin and yang, you know. You're just going to, where they fall down, you pick them up. If you, do you know what I mean? They pick you up. It's going to be a loving partnership, equal partnership. They're going to keep you on your toes because you can be quite domineering, Aries, I think, and not in a bad way. You just know what you want and you like things to go that way. That's not a bad thing. That's driven. But I think that they are going to make you a little bit more flexible, and maybe you're going to bring them a bit more down to earth if they're quite out in the clouds daydreamy. Flighty. Flighty's not the word I'm looking for, is it? I don't know. You're going to ground them. Okay, can I have cards for Taurus, please? Taurus, for the 23rd to the 25th of November, 2018, please. Okay, have you been wishing for something? This could go either way, Taurus. Have you been wishing for somebody? Your wish is about to be fulfilled. Whatever it is in your relationship you've been wishing for, it is coming. It is coming because you've also got the fairy stallion charging forwards, knowing where it is you want to go, what it is you want to do. You're now chasing your dream with this person. Yeah, and all that hard work that you've been putting in, it's going to pay off. The Eight of Pentacles is hard work paying off. Your work, whether that's self-love or literally physical work, working on your, I'm getting working on yourself. Whoever it is you've been working on, it should be primarily for yourself, but you've clearly been, something's triggered it. That person is now going to realise that you've been doing that work. They're going to see, oh my God, they've done so much. They know where they're going. You're driven. You're chasing your dream. If it's a person you've been chasing, why are you chasing somebody for the beginning? You shouldn't be chasing someone necessarily, but if you've been improving yourself with them in mind rather than for them, you should be improving yourself for yourself rather than for another person. But you know what I mean. They are going to realise, you're going to be recognised for all the work you've been putting in. If that's within a relationship you've really been working on, trying to be more considerate, more caring. If you've been planning a weekend away, you're going away this weekend with them, then this is absolutely, it's going to be worth it. Whatever it is you've wished for, worked for, it's going to be worth it this weekend. Which is pretty good, isn't it, Taurus, I think. Okay, can I have a couple of cards for Gemini, please? Gemini, for the 23rd to the 25th of November. That one wants to come. 2018. Wow. Okay. Gemini, you have the Ace of Pentacles, an opportunity to grow, to start building a future with somebody, putting that foundation down with somebody, or for yourself, working on yourself. This is more about finance, home, family, the grounded beginnings, the earthy, tangible beginnings. Definitely. It's all about growing, tangible growth, measurable growth. It's going to take inner strength. So maybe it's, I don't know, maybe this weekend you're going to talk about starting moving in together, and it's going to be a little bit scary for you, Gemini, but it's going to take a bit of inner strength to get through. Things may not go as fast as you want, or they may go a bit too fast for you, but you're going to have the strength to deal with that. This is definitely a really good start of something really good for you and your partner, or yourself. If this is like you trying to find someone, you're going to find someone you can grow with a little, you know, you're going to have to trust that it's going to be okay. It's going to take a lot of going against your normal grain. This person's going to be different. If this is a new person, they're going to be different, or the person you're with, things are going to be different than they have been before. And the change is going to set you off kilter, and you need to just trust and go with it. It's going to be good. It's going to be worth it. You have the world come out at the end. It's going to help you grow. It's going to help you balance out. It's going to help you process to the end. You're going to end up, if this is for self-love, like loving, you need to love yourself, work on yourself, put the work in. It takes strength to work on yourself. It takes work to go into your own darkness and look for your inner light. It takes real strength to look at your faults and work out how you're going to polish yourself up, how you're going to love yourself up. But you're going to manage it this weekend, Gemini. It is literally an opportunity to grow in a tangible way, and it's not for anybody else's benefit, mainly your own. If it is somebody that comes along, they're going to help you grow. But it's going to take your own strength and your own work to get you to this place. It's like you're going to have a moment where you're like, right, this is where we need to go. And then you're going to find your drive, and you're going to find the grace to just process and do it. Okay, can I have cards for Cancer, please? Cancer for the 23rd to the 25th of November 2018, please. Cancer, the 23rd to the 25th of November 2018. Okay. You're all motherly, aren't we? Just the mother. I'm a Cancer for reference. Cancer sun. Mothering, nurturing, growth. This is the mother figure. So maybe it's a relationship with your mother, or you just feel you are currently in a situation where you are mothering someone. That's what I'm getting. You're mothering someone. This is feeling quite out in the cold. Whatever you're doing, you could potentially be smothering your partner at the moment, or being too motherly, too bossy. It's good that you have this foundation, because we're water. We're normally emotional, but this is the tangible, earthy, mothering energy. You nurture. You've been trying to nurture someone, but it's leaving you out in the cold, and you feel like you're banging your head. Now is the time to stop mothering someone, to stop smothering them, to stop being, I want to say clingy. Stop being clingy this weekend. You just need to give them space. Yes, you're going to feel a bit rejected. You feel a bit rejected at the moment, and I get that, because when you're loving someone and actively loving someone, you can feel, if they don't give it back, we can take that to heart as Cancers. If you've put it out and you've been loving someone and trying to make an effort with someone, and they do not respond, and we're Cancers, we go in our heads and we try and we daydream up these scenarios of how they're going to play out. 90% of the time, it probably doesn't even turn out how we dream them up. But it's going to make you feel like you're out in the cold. Now is the time to step back. Do a bit to them of what they're doing to you. Step back. Don't be so full on. Give them a bit of space. And if you do, it's going to pay off. You're going to grow together. You're going to find that direction. What you put out, will get back. You will get it back. At the moment, you feel like you're not getting it back, but this weekend, it will come back. You just have to give them a bit of space and just stop smothering them. Trust me, the less pressure you put on this relationship, the more you're going to grow. Leave this, what you're doing is not working at the moment. You're doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over. And you think if you love him enough, if you love them enough, it's all going to be good. They know you love them. Just back off being so full on. Otherwise, you're going to end up staying in this situation. You need to change it a bit. Maybe focus on yourself a little bit this weekend as well. Self-nurturing, self-growth. But it's all going to be good if you just leave the pressure off. It's all going to be good. It's going to come back. You're going to have a space to grow from, to expand. But there's no breakup this weekend. So don't think if you don't love them enough, or you don't, you know, if you go on at that, they're not going to leave it. They're not going to leave you, Cancer. You just have to trust and have faith in the relationship enough for it to just be. Just let the relationship be what it is. Don't force anything. Okay, can I have some cards for Leo, please, for the 23rd to the 25th of November, 2018. Love cards for Leo, please. Okay. Someone's a bit nostalgic, looking back, thinking about an ex. Or just looking back at a time when your relationship was better. A bit reflective, basically. Reflecting back, thinking back, you're nostalgic. Look at her, she's all misty-eyed. And, oh, I remember when it was... You know when you sit in the bath and your mind drifts and you're like, oh, it was so good when X, Y, Z. The good news is... This is... It says life renewed. It's the Judgment card. What is good is good. What is bad is bad. What you need to remember is, though, that these things are all in the past. She's a young girl. They happened when you were younger, more naive, less responsibility. But they ended for a reason, and you need to remember that, because I think if you don't, you're going to struggle. Thought that they're all active, all climbing all over the place, struggle, you know. It's lovely, youthful energy, and yes, it's got passion, but, you know, you're just going to feel a bit out on a limb, a bit lost, a bit... Just don't get too lost in nostalgia. Things end for a reason, and things aren't always necessarily the way you remember them. You can look into the past, yes, with hindsight, but also you can see things differently to how they actually were. Does that make sense? You put the rose-tinted glasses on, is what I'm getting. Rose-tinted glasses on. You can't look at it naively. These are all naive. This is naive. You know, this is you looking back, lost in these old thoughts, these old memories, old emotions. You're being called to not look at them too naively. This is playful. Yes, be playful with them. Yes, be light and jolly. Remember them in a good way. But do not get stuck there, and do not think that is a place that you need to go back to. Take what is there, learn the lessons from it, and move on. So yes, it's okay to be reflective this weekend, Leo. Just don't think that you need to go back to that ex, or that things were so much better if you were still with that ex, or and how you were in the beginning of your relationship. Yes, things may not be as fun now in the relationship, but that's because you've both grown from the place that you were. Do you really want to be in that newbie phase where everything, yes, everything's fun and great, but you don't know what way, you know, what's going to happen, and that's great and exciting. But if you've been together a while now, so why are you... I'd rather be up the road where you've been together for a while. They know you better than anybody else knows you. You can trust each other. You might have even got to the point where you can take a shit while they're in the shower. You don't have that with the new. There's so many pressures with a new relationship on yourself more than the relationship itself. But the reason that there's a pressure on the relationship is because you're now a partnership. You now work together to be there. Yes, things may be a struggle at the moment, and you may be having a point where you're having a fight, arguing, battling, almost territorial fighting, arguing over silly little things that don't matter. What you don't realise is you rule the whole territory together. You are a partnership. And yes, you may be arguing right now, and you might not have argued in the beginning, but you didn't argue in the beginning because you didn't have as much to lose. That makes sense. You've invested now. Petty squabbles are not worth ending anything over. But you are being called to look back and assess what's there and move on. There's no point having fresh fights over old battles. Just because things are different than how they were. They're supposed to be different. You've evolved as a couple. You're not there because you've moved on from that point. Maybe take a little bit from the beginning, you know, put a bit more fun. Make sure you make time for each other like you did in the beginning and go on a date and that sort of thing. But don't sit and wallow and think you should be with someone else. Don't put yourself into a headspace where you're struggling. You feel like it's a battle, a struggle. Okay, can I have cards for Virgo, please? Virgo for the 23rd to the 25th of November 2018. Virgo, please. Wow. So you have the Queen of Wands. You're full of passion. You're driven. You're in your skin and you're sexy and you know it. I'm sexy and I know it. That was really bad. I'm really sorry. I won't ever do that again. Well, I can't promise that. Yes, you're passionate, horny, probably, a little bit horny, sexy, but you know how to be sexy, Virgo. You know how to flick the switch and turn them on and call them in. And the best thing is that you can pull them in emotionally as well. You are supportive, understanding this weekend. If they're feeling a bit off, you can pick them up, and it's a whole lot of loving this weekend. It is just loving in the best way. It's going to be sexy loving. It's going to be emotional loving. It's going to be a deep, passionate, romantic weekend for you. Possibly a naughty weekend away or something like that. And the best thing is that you are going to be guided. Just follow your intuition. You know how to be sexy this weekend, Virgo. If you are looking to call someone in, now is the time. You instinctively know what it is you need to do to call them in, that person in. If you're with a partner, you instinctively know how to, which buttons to press to get them to, satisfy you this weekend, for you to satisfy them. You know how to make things happen this weekend. Instinctively, deeply. This is goddessy energy. You know, you're just so sexy and you're Aphrodite. You just know instinctively what someone needs to feel full up emotionally and sexually and creatively and passionately, and you just know. You just are divinely on fire this weekend. Whether that you're a boy or a girl, male or female or anything, whatever you are, you just know you're sexy in your skin, and you just have love, and you're giving love, and you're getting love, whichever physical or emotional love this weekend. Okay, Libra. Can I have a few cards for Libra, please? For the 23rd to the 25th of November 2018. Okay. Have you been hurt quite recently, Libra? A little bit tentative. A little bit scared of love. Scared to love. Scared to love. Feeling a bit flighty. Panicky. I'm getting this panicky feeling. You feel a bit panicked with love this weekend. You're not quite sure how it's going to go. It's all good though. It's all good. All good. You've got Page of Pentacles. That naive love. That naive, scared, timid. You don't quite have your footing in this relationship yet. You're a bit worried. What you need to do is just kick back and have a bit of fun this weekend. Just go with it. Just look for the sunshine in all of it. It is going to be a fun weekend. This is the sun. This is the best card in the deck for a happy weekend. And look, young people playing in the sun, carefree. You are going to have your partner with you if you have one. If not, you may find someone this weekend. Do not be too scared to let yourself go a bit this weekend. Just go with it. Yes, it's scary, but step into the fear. It's worth it. Look at this. Look at this beautiful little fortune fairy. You know, look, she's got the dandelion clock has finished its cycle. You blow it, the seeds all go off to start the cycle all over again. This is not something to be scared of. This is gorgeous energy. Fun, playful, sunshine energy. There is no dark on these cards, apart from your little bit of fear. You're hesitant. Just go with it. Just if someone offers you to go out this weekend and do something, or offers says, do you want to go on a date? Take it, because you do not know where this is going to go. Blow the wish, fairy. We call these wish fairies. Me and the kids, we call them wish fairies. Blow the wish, dandelion clock. See where the wind of fate takes you. Just go with it. Find the joy this weekend, Libra. Just find the joy and have some fun. Just let your hair down. You may be scared. Do it anyway. Just do it anyway. Just go. You are more solidly... You have more of a foundation, more to yourself than you are aware of. You are full of potential that you haven't even realised. And this weekend, I think you're going to start seeing it. Okay, last one, Scorpio. If it's been your birthday this week, happy birthday, Scorpio. Had a birthday in the house this week. I was really crap at sorting that out. But if you had your birthday, Scorpio, happy birthday. Right, can I have some cards for Scorpio, please, for the weekend? Love cards. That one just wants to be there. Oh. Ooh. Now you're wondering what they are. Come on then, what's the third one? It's all good though, Scorpio. Sad, forlorn, regrets, maybe, Scorpio. Thinking that it's all over, thinking that there's no point, disappointment, anxiety, overwhelmed. You're just in a negative headspace this weekend, Scorpio, for whatever reason. You need to change the way you think though, because you need to just go with whatever it is. Just let the worries go this weekend and just look for fun, look for joy, look for ways to evolve, to grow, opportunities. Just go with it. Do not worry about whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. Just go with it, because by the end of this weekend, you are going to have found yourself. You may find out something about yourself that you didn't really know was there. But it's going to be nurturing for your soul this weekend. You may even get a bit of travel. I mean, the World card is travel traditionally. You may get to go on a trip, a random adventure somewhere. Go to the woods. Go to the woods. Look, she's all in the trees and the woods and the forest to grow. Go to the woods. Take a random trip to the woods and just grow this weekend. Don't let anxieties hang over you this weekend. I know that is easier said than done. Trust me, I've suffered with anxiety to the point where I am panic attacking on the floor and cannot be left on my own. I appreciate how dark and scary the anxiety is, but you just have to step out of that. Regardless of what you are worrying about, just go with it. Just go with whatever comes up this weekend. And trust me, you will have an experience this weekend where you grow. So if you are forlorn about a person, just get out. Just forget about that person. Just for the day, just get out and do something this weekend where you don't even have to think. Go out and have an adventure so you do not have to think about this person or this situation that has upset you within a relationship. Just forget about whatever it is the hang-ups are. Just take some time for you and just go out and grow. Do something that helps you grow. If you want to go out and do that with them, take them along with you, that's fine. But do not talk about or focus on this. Just let all those cares just go away and just focus on having a new adventure and going out carefree and working on you this weekend. Six of Pentacles. Give and take, balance. Helping yourself in order to help them as well. There may be an offer this weekend from someone that will help you out. Could even be money coming in from somewhere that you didn't expect that's going to help you this weekend. Okay. Oh, that's it, isn't it? That's it, Scorpio. I hope those messages have resonated for you. If they have, let me know below. If they haven't, in case I didn't say it earlier, this deck is Tarot of the Hidden Realms. Beautiful. I love that card. Yes, Tarot of the Hidden Realms, if card decks matter to you. I hope that's given you everything you need. If it hasn't, try, like I say, if your sun sign hasn't given you what you want, try a different sign in your chart. I'll put the chart below. For example, I have a Libra moon and a Scorpio rising and a Taurus Venus. Can't remember what my midheaven is. I think it's something interesting though. I had a look this weekend. I've even done my own chart this weekend and had a look. And the link that I'll put below, you can also see there's a compatibility thing. If there's somebody you're thinking about and you happen to know their date of birth, but if you know the time they were born, it's even better. You can find out compatibility of the pair of you together as well as your own traits and attributes. It's quite an enlightening site. I actually had a proper little delve this past week. Yeah, so I hope that's given you all you need. I will try and get the December monthlies out over this weekend into next week. I don't know whether to just open them all up on one big batch or whether to taper them out through the week. I'll see how it goes as I go along. But yes, the monthlies will be happening this week and possibly the first half of December, the first split, and then the mid-monthlies after that. But we'll see. I'll see how it goes. It's time-wise. I've got the kids on my own this weekend because my Scorpio husband is heading out for his birthday celebrations into the woods. They're going into the woods in the cold November UK winter woods in a teepee to drink beer and eat food from a bonfire. So that's whatever, that's their thing. I, however, am having a weekend with the girls, I think. And the kids, obviously. The kids will be cared for. But yeah, so it's going to be a busy weekend. Anyway, I hope your weekend is as great as that. If it's your birthday this weekend, Sagittarius, happy birthday. I will speak to you all soon. Thank you so much for watching. Love and light to you. See you soon. Bye.